Today, executed just months ago for the murders of 3 of his own family members, now from death row.
If the motivation wasn't to kill anybody, how did 3 people end up dead? It doesn't make any sense that you're dressed in camouflage with a knife and a gun.
A killer is confronted by his family.
You think that he should live. You want him dead. What do you think you deserve?
His final interview.
This is my last chance to say.
Come on, say it now.
Eric, are you sorry?
Next.
Well, I don't have a whole lot of time to watch TV, but I have to admit there's a show that I stumbled on one day that had me glued to the set, where you just sit there and you can't stop watching. Lock Up. Have you ever watched Lock Up? It is a gritty and powerful documentary series on MSNBC that shows what life is like inside maximum security prisons. One of the most memorable inmates featured on Lock Up is Eric Wrinkles. He's a father of 2 who lives on Indiana's death row. He's been there for 14 years. In 1995, Eric was sentenced to death for the brutal murders of his estranged wife, his brother-in-law, and his sister-in-law. He gunned down his victims while 5 children were in the house.
In 1994, Eric Wrinkles and his wife, Debbie, were in the midst of a nasty divorce and custody battle. Their disagreements grew so combative, Debbie got a restraining order, packed up her 2 young children, Seth and Lindsay, and moved in with her brother, Tony. Tony lived with his wife, Natalie, and their 2 young children, Kim and Matthew. Tony's teenage niece, Tracy, was also living there at the time. In the middle of the night, on July 21st, 1994, Eric Wrinkles, dressed in camouflage, broke into his brother-in-law's home and, in a rage, shot and killed his wife, Debbie, her brother, Tony, and Tony's wife, Natalie. After a 6-hour manhunt, Wrinkles was arrested and less than a year later sentenced to death.
Eric Wrinkles recently lost his final death penalty appeal and could be executed within weeks. We're going to talk to him from prison later. 3 of the children, however, who witnessed those murders that night are here with us today. They'll see and they will talk to Eric for the first time since that trial 14 years ago. But first, take a look at Eric's thoughts about life on death row. This interview is from Lock Up.
We had a combination of drugs and a divorce, child custody and visitation, and I was into methamphetamine pretty heavy at the time, and one thing led to another, and here I sit. I think that my kids don't want to deal with it at all. Denial is rife in the death penalty. I don't think my mother especially ever thought that I would be executed, but you know, you can't say that, because they didn't put me on death row because they wanted to do anything else but kill me.
I don't deal in hope. I mean, when you're on death row, you don't deal in hope. If you dwell on it, you'd end up either hanging yourself or going crazy. So I don't do that. I keep a normal routine. I exercise, I read, I write. I'll watch a little bit of TV. That's what a day is in here.
We don't have a whole lot we can do in here because this is our world.
So Eric Wrinkles has been living on death row for...
A song by Paul Beckman, Palu Rainbow Song.
One of these days, I can't sleep at night.
Created March 19th, 2010. That's the beginning of Oprah. Using guitar chords G, B minor, and C. The song is going to be called I Wouldn't Want to Be on Death Row. Well, I wouldn't want to be on death row at all. I'll make sure I never ever kill anyone. I wouldn't want to be put in jail and spend the rest of my years there, or be guilty of killing anyone. Hey now, I'm not gonna let that happen to me. I'm not gonna see jail. I'm not gonna let that happen to me. I'm not gonna be in jail. I'm not gonna kill anyone. I'm non-violent, but some can't say the same. Some can't say the same. Some people are on death row in the USA. Canada got rid of its death penalty, eh? Some are on death row in the USA, and I guess he's won. I guess he's won. Well, he did the crime, and now he's paying for his time. Wondering when it's all gonna come to an end, because of what he did in the end. Killing, 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 killing. Killing people he regarded as friends. Killing people related to him in the end. Killing his ex-wife and her relations. Not the thing to do when there's children in the house. Not the thing to do when there's even a mouse. Not the thing to do in any house. Shouldn't kill people. You shouldn't kill people. Shouldn't kill people. Shouldn't kill people. Well, now he's there on death row. Well, now that's become his home. Well, now he's there on death row. That's his home. And others are gonna speak with him to try to find closure in their lives. The victims who survived